everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Chase, and this is Cut to the Chase with me, Chase. And we are taking a break from pop culture for a moment to talk about Jacob Chansley, the Q Shaman from the J6 event that happened. So the reason why I'm talking about him is because I know him. I'm very well acquainted with him. I spent a lot of time down at the Arizona election headquarters back in 2020 protesting, and he was there. I even had Thanksgiving with him. Okay? So there was about 9 or 10 of us, and we all got together and we had Thanksgiving down there. And he was a part of that. So I know him. I'm well acquainted with him. I will say, yes, his personality is interesting. Now, I would not describe him as a violent person or a person with a malice intent by any means. He has a really good heart. Shoot, I even texted him that day. I said, hey, hope you're doing all right. Hope it goes well for you. It's all very interesting to me about what's going on. But before we get into all of that, I just want to take a moment. Most of the people that watch my videos, I think something like 95% are not subscribed to the channel. Actually, it's like 92. But anyway, that's probably you. So if it's red down there, hit that subscribe button. You know you want to. What happened was he got charged with, well, I'll just read it here. He was charged and he pleaded guilty to civil disorder and violent entry to the Capitol, among other charges. And he was sentenced to 41 months in prison. So he had the book really thrown at him. Because when you look at other things that were happening around that time, the summer of love, you can see where people who actually did very violent things, deaths strewn across this country, billions of dollars in damages, and all the people that were arrested, the vice president literally held fundraisers to bail them out. It was absolutely ridiculous and insane. And then you have people like on January 6th that just have the book thrown at them for offenses that are pale in comparison. So there's an injustice there. It's very palpable, and it gets under a lot of people's skin. And so Jacob Chansley, he was the symbol of January 6th. You can't think of that day and not think of his war paint and horns. By the way, he's always worn that. That wasn't a January 6th thing. He's always been shrouded in that attire. But he is the figurehead of that. Whether he likes it or not, that's just how it is. So I think he was punished far beyond what he should have been. I mean, he spent 11 months in solitary confinement. 11 months. That's a long time. That seems cruel and unusual, which I feel like that was written down somewhere. However, since that time, now that Republicans have taken over the House, they have started their own J6 committee in which they are revealing all of the footage that happened that day. And this is mainly due because of the narrative that was spun that J6 was a horribly destructive day on par with 9/11, which is absolutely ridiculous. So all of this footage has been released by Kevin McCarthy, Speaker of the House now, and a lot of it was released to Tucker Carlson, who also then displayed it on his TV show. And this caused a lot of outrage because you see a lot of this footage that was never released to the public. Some of it wasn't even released in trial due to his lawyer saying, we never saw this in trial. And it literally shows, I'll play a clip, it literally shows Jacob Chansley just kind of walking around with, as it were, police escorts.
What did Jacob Chansley do to receive this punishment? To this day, there is dispute over how Chansley got into the Capitol building. But according to our review of the internal surveillance video, it is very clear what happened once he got inside. Virtually every moment of his time inside the Capitol was caught on tape. The tapes show that Capitol Police never stopped Jacob Chansley. They helped him. They acted as his tour guides. Here's video of Chansley in the Senate chamber. Capitol Police officers take him to multiple entrances and even try to open locked doors for him. We counted at least 9 officers who were within touching distance of unarmed Jacob Chansley. Not one of them even tried to slow him down. Chansley understood that Capitol Police were his allies. Video shows him giving thanks for them in a prayer on the floor of the Senate. Watch.
Thank you, Heavenly Father, for giving the inspiration needed to these police officers to allow us in this building.
And then there was another video where Jacob Chansley was calling for peace, telling people to go home.
We're going to do as he asks.
Respect the landmarks. Respect the Capitol.
Now, this is very normal for him to do this. As somebody who knows him, he was Trump's biggest supporter, and he was an ardent follower. So whatever Trump said, he took it to heart. And so when Trump said, hey, go home, that's why he's echoing it in this video right here. So this footage, among others, has prompted a lot of outrage, basically saying, this is ridiculous. Why are these people being punished to the full extent of the law? This needs to be rectified immediately. And even Elon Musk chimed in. And he said, Chansley got 4 years in prison for a nonviolent police-escorted tour. Dave Chappelle was violently assaulted on stage by a guy with a knife, and that guy got $3,000 fine and no prison time. He also has another tweet, free Jacob Chansley, and that's under the video where he's calling for people to go home. Now today, it was revealed that Jacob Chansley is being released early. And he's coming here, back to Phoenix, to a halfway house. And so his lawyer comments and says, it is appropriate this gentle and intelligent young man be permitted to move forward with the next stage of what undoubtedly will be a law-abiding and enriching life. I applaud this decision of the U.S. Bureau of Prison in this regard. And I do too. Now, a lot of people are speculating that this is because of all the video footage that's being released. And a lot of people obviously are going to say, nope, has nothing to do with that. This is totally normal behavior from the Bureau of Prison, that this would happen. Don't get your hopes up. So let's take a look at some of the comments that people are saying about this. Truth Hurts says he was released because he served his time, not because of some video Tucker Carlson played on his show. Just Bob said, bring on the lawsuit. Hope he cleans house on them, setting the path for many others. The government railroaded him into a plea deal by withholding exculpatory evidence from him, his lawyer, and the judge, unethical and illegal. Which, that I agree with, because this video footage was withheld. His lawyer even said, I never saw this video footage. So that's a big deal. That is a big deal. This should and could have changed a lot of narrative that was going on at the time. Tara Lynn Thompson says he needs to sue every politician who stopped the surveillance video from being released to his defense attorney. JMac I says, this is simply fantastic. It gives me hope that the truth will actually win the day. So what do you guys think? Are you guys excited for this? Do you guys think this is the right decision? Should he be free? In quotes. He's going to a halfway house. He's still under the boot. Or should he be staying in prison? Who knows? I might try to reach out to him and see if this is legit. I might try to reach out to him and see if he comes on here. I would love to have him on. But I mean, shoot, there's a lot of people out there that probably want to talk to him at the moment. So probably be some time down the road. But who knows? Who knows? He does like to talk. I will say that. I probably wouldn't have to talk at all. He'd probably go right through it. So we'll see. We'll see. Who knows? It might be hard to contact him now. I don't know. But anyways, guys, if you like this video, please go down and like it. If you haven't yet already, please subscribe to the channel. And as always, guys, peace out.